Yo, what's up gamers, it's Bunk here and welcome back to another video. So no joke, no scam, Among Us will be available on Nintendo Switch later today. The price point will be set at $5, which is the standard price point for PC. It is actually available for free on mobile, however it does have ads, so we can assume that it won't have ads on it, thankfully. This is actually the first time Among Us is released with controller controls, as in the actual joysticks and bumpers, that kind of controller. I really don't know how this is actually going to work out, because that seems really complicated to do tasks like wiring. It seems like it would take very long time to do those tasks. Now earlier today, Nintendo actually did put out an announcement saying that Among Us would be available later today, which is completely shocking because they didn't even tease this. You'd figure that you would tease the biggest game of this year, or one of the biggest games of this year, coming up to your platform. You'd figure you'd build up a little bit of hype around that, but no, they just dropped the trailer on us immediately. Personally, I cannot wait to get Among Us on the Nintendo Switch. It actually seems like a lot of fun. I really don't know why you would get it on the Nintendo Switch, because unless you actually really enjoy playing on the Nintendo Switch, or that is the only console you have, you really have no reason to get it, being that the mobile version works just fine as it is. From my experience, I don't really have any problems with the mobile version, and normally whenever you buy games on Switch, it's so that you can play an actual really complicated control-wise game on the go. So I find it interesting to try and see what kind of market they're going to push for. What are they going to try and strive to do with the Among Us Switch? Obviously, the Nintendo Switch has a lot of very interesting controls in the Joy-Cons. You got like HD Rumble, which can actually simulate like balls moving around within the controller. You also have gyro controls, which work very accurately from my experience. You also have motion control, so it'd be interesting to see how they're going to implement those things, or if they even do implement those things. For example, I remember whenever they ported Dark Souls to the Switch, you could actually use the Joy-Cons to emote. If you actually hold down the A button and flick them in a very specific direction, you would actually emote, and that would be really fun to do. So I'm starting to wonder if there's actually going to be a way to use the gyro controls or the motion controls or the rumble to complete tasks within the Among Us game. I don't know if you can tell, but I am super hyped up for this. I just really cannot wait to see what Intersloth has in store for the entirety of the Among Us Switch game. So yeah, I'm hyped up. I hope that you guys are hyped up too, because this is really big news. It's really big news that the Nintendo Switch is going to get another indie game. Nintendo with the Switch has always been pushing indie games onto their platform. I know you have games like Cuphead, you have Shovel Knight, I believe Celeste is on there, Undertale is on there, and now this brings Among Us to the console. So it is a very big console for indie developers. I know there's a lot of actually really cheap games that you can get on there that which play very well. My personal recommendation for a cheap indie game on there is Almost There. It's a really fun game. I recommend you get it. But yeah, I think that is going to wrap up the video for today. If you actually did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I try and get these things out as quickly as possible, which is normally every day. I'm firing words off at a mile a minute so that I can actually get this video out and I can actually record this. So anyways, that's gonna do it for the video today, and I'll see you all in the next one.